We're back on the line for Moto 2 of the Fox Valley Off-Road GP. Just for a quick recap, we are racing in the 12 to 29C class, and in Moto 1, we finished 11th of 14. Live engine start here in Moto 2, and not a horrible start, but still towards the back of the pack. It was super dusty today, so couldn't really see anything out in the open sections. Heading into the woods, we're following the number 24 of Austin Zippy. Trying to keep pace here. I feel like off the start of this moto, I was riding pretty good, pretty aggressive. So we come up to the scoring area. The first time through here does not count. So after we pass the finish line, then we're starting our first lap. So I want to make a correction. In the last video, this guy in front of me crashed and we made a pass on him. He passed me on the final lap. He is in the 12 to 29 C class. I said he was in the 30 plus C class, but he is the 894. His name's Andrew Bakos. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I'm just destroying people's names here, but just a correction there, which kind of frustrating on my end. I feel like I may have been able to put up a little bit more of a fight on him rather than just letting him by, assuming he was in the 30 plus C class, but that's just kind of how things work out. So uh, he is in our class, and we did have a decent battle. I caught up to him a little bit, but just in this open stuff here, it was so dusty, couldn't really see anything, and he ends up pulling away from me a little bit because he has a little bit more clear track. So this moto was basically me riding by myself. So every once in a while we'll have these types of races where ultimately nothing happens. This moto, nothing really happens. So rode by myself, just tried to push myself and push the bike a little bit. And overall, I felt like I rode the 300 very well today. Need to work on the open stuff and work on the motocross track a little bit, but in the woods, I'm starting to feel pretty good on this thing. Can still hear that brake squeak. So yeah, if you compared a video of me on my 250 compared to this, I would be riding this track a lot more aggressively on the 250. This ultimately just comes down to ride time and needing to get a little bit more comfortable on the bike here. The Fox Valley Off-Road Motocross track isn't too difficult overall, but it just comes down to needing to get over that learning curve of this bike. We come through, finish up lap number 2, and the 30 plus C leader just got by. That's Ryan Quas. It's Quas. I think it's Quas. I feel bad if I mispronounce someone's name, but it's not intentional. Moving up the GP uphill and downhill, you can just absolutely book it up this thing. The last time we were here in June, there were a bunch of rain ruts and everything on the uphill, which made it super sketchy. Those seem to have worked themselves out, and that uphill was kind of groomed, so that wasn't much of an issue today. So it was the normal, just pin it as much as you can and give it as much gas and just fly up the hill. Super fun. Coming through scoring once again, and this time we have the white flag out, so it is the final lap. Again, really not a lot happening in this moto. Fairly quiet for me. I get passed by, I believe, the top 4 of the 30 plus C, but aside from that, again, nothing really happens. I did feel like I rode a bit better in this moto compared to Moto 1. In Moto 1, I think the top 6 or 7 riders in the 30 plus C class got around me, or were at least pretty close to getting around me. This time there were less people that got around me, so that's good. It's just now I need to try and keep up more with some of the faster guys in the 12 to 29 C class and battle a little bit more for some of those top positions. So the last little bit of the moto here, coming to scoring. It was overall an okay day today. It was an awesome way to spend a birthday weekend, so I was really happy to see it in the beginning of the year on the schedule that Fox Valley Off-Road had a race on my birthday weekend, so definitely had this one highlighted. Most all of the Fox Valley Off-Road GPs, at least, I go to. Next year we will try to also hit hare scrambles as well. Um, but I ended up finishing 11th again in Moto 2, putting me 11th out of 14 overall for the day. So not as good as my last result here, which I think was 13th out of 31, but still a bad day on a bike is still a great day overall. So I had a ton of fun, and with that, thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next video.